This is Don at Airbrush Technique. In this short little video we're going to go over prepping a motorcycle half helmet, getting it ready for you to airbrush the design on. The helmet has a visor like this that you generally just unscrew. Make sure you note where the visor comes up on the helmet as far as laying your design goes. Make sure you don't lose the guy's screws and visor. The next step is to wash the helmet with warm water and dish soap, as long as the dish soap doesn't contain lanolin. A water-based degreaser works. To get the stickers off, we're just going to use a new razor blade and carefully remove them. You don't want to cut into the helmet. Same with the back one. If the sticker's under the clear, you're in trouble. I refuse to do helmets where the sticker's under the clear, because you're going to have to go down through the clear to get the sticker off. It's going to bleed through any design you put on the helmet. If you don't, it's not worth the hassle. So use a little razor blade, sharp razor blade, to get the stickers off. Next we're going to either pull the helmet trim or tape it up. I prefer to pull it. In these half helmets it's generally not hard, but if you need to tape it up, what I use is blue 1/8" fine line tape first, and I'll put it along the trim, run my fingernail down in between the trim and the helmet so that the fine line tape rolls down underneath there, so that when I pull it, you've got a nice clean edge there. If you just use masking tape up here, it's too easy to get a raggedy edge, so using the fine line plastic blue tape works out a lot better. Once you've gone around and mask all the trim off, you want to tape the inside of the guy's helmet off completely so that no overspray or underspray clear coat gets in there. You can run the straps underneath the helmet so it holds them up while you're painting, but make sure you use a lot of tape in here. You don't want to get paint or clear in here. Use a good grade 3M masking tape. Makes life a lot easier when you go to pull it off. It'll come off easier. If you use a cheap tape, it's going to come off in 1,000 different pieces and you're going to be not enjoying life at that point. So now we have the helmet trim all taped off, the inside of the helmet's taped off, the stickers and the visor are removed, we've degreased it, we've washed it. Next we're going to scuff it, providing some tooths for the paint to bite into. To scuff it, there's several ways of doing it. You can use 800 grit wet dry sandpaper. Keep the paper wet, let it soak for about 10 minutes so it softens up. You don't want to just use it out of the package and then just sand the whole entire helmet. When you scuff it or you sand it, this is what it should look like. You're knocking the sheen off the helmet basically. I did this with a red Scotch-Brite pad, Comet, and water. It keeps the Scotch-Brite pad from scratching the helmet. It's a little safe way of doing it. You can just use a Scotch-Brite pad if you want. Once you've either sanded or used a Scotch-Brite pad, you want to clean it again with water-based degreaser. If you use a solvent-based degreaser or solvent-based Prep-All, a lot of times it'll react with if you're going to use a water-based paint. Some of the new water-based paints don't take kindly to solvent-based Prep-All and cleaner. But clean the whole helmet. Make sure that it all looks like this. There are no shiny spots. And then it's just a matter of following the tech sheet for whatever paint product you're using, be it House of Color, Urethane, or Autoborn. They all put out tech sheets on how to paint it, how to prep, and what you should do as far as a primer goes before laying down a base coat. With House of Color, I just scuff it, clean it, and use base coat to lay my design out with, and I have never had any problem. Autoborn, I don't use that often. I'm not sure what they call for, but they do have a tech sheet where you can find out. And that's about it. It's that easy. Just make sure you get it scuffed real well, that you're not touching the helmet after you've washed it for the final time, leaving grease from your fingers on the helmet that might cause fish eyes and whatnot in the paint. And that's how you go about prepping a motorcycle half helmet. Pretty easy stuff. Post your results on the new forum on howtoairbrush.com. Love to see your work. For free airbrush lessons and tutorials, you can visit howtoairbrush.com. We have a new airbrush forum there, or the original airbrush tech support forum at airbrushtechnique.com. This is Don from Airbrush Technique. It's just paint. Have fun.